It's been a little while, eh? Sometimes life just gets to be very daunting. So, yada yada, something something, the corporate collegiate complex, the inexplicable yet completely hyphenate nature of the world, yada yada, the whole dealio that you already know. Yeah, I know you know the shtick, and I also know that you don't need nor want another bratty end of teenage era nobody venting to you about the daily woes and throes of life and all that jazz. Honestly though, I don't want to complain about any of that depressing shit anyway. So fuck that and let's get straight down to business, mate. Bring in the video games, the art, the fancy as fuck terminologies, and of course, the funny monkey game. That's right, fuckos. Bring me one a Ape Escape 2, released for the PS2 in 2002, to, if we go off of Kristen Reed's Eurogamer review, some downright middling acclaim. 6 out of 10 stars, stating the cold, hard truth that the game's good, but not that good. Wow, Eurogamer. Such strong conviction and insight. I wish I had the critical chops to be as lame as you at parties. Seriously, Kristen, if that's your real identity, what crawled up your ass and gave you the fucking nerve to speak such blasphemy about a work of Originally with the beginnings of this video, I had the intentions of making something somewhat nuanced. Weave some Anno-esque pseudo-psychosymbology level deep philosophical connections between Ape Escape 2, childhood nostalgia, and the undeniably vital role utter dumb fun media performs in terms to our essential functionality on a day-to-day basis. But upon thinking about it for way too long, I came to a sudden realization. To let Ape Escape 2's inner machinations percolate and bubble up into something dissectable kind of spoils the entire point. Extrapolating on the reasons why we should enjoy stuff without extrapolation is a horrid target to aim to dissect. Plus, I was having way more fun just soaking in the world of Ape Escape as opposed to putting any real thought into it. So, in a moment of clarity after playing way too much Ape Escape 2, and having way too much retrospection on what the game really means to me, I said, fuck it, shit, oh god. And so, therefore, and so forth, I state forth front and front center. This video being not a dissertation, a meaning dissection, nor a deep dive into a world of Ape Escape unseen before. It will be a bratty end of teenage era nobodies scattershot adoration declarations regarding a game that carved a hole deep within the cavernescent void where their brain should lie. It be no more. It just be. To begin, let's start with the stages, because these levels are my PB and jam, son. The all-natural peanut butter shit. The chaotic yet simple energetic atmosphere that is provided within the goofed-up world is just unmatched. Like, it sure as shit ain't a Yakuza 4 Okinawa beachside orphanage laid-back vibe, that's for sure. But it also isn't
not that
either. It has a very nice balance, a vibe akin to that of a Hotel Ramada, but in like mid-June 2010 after your little cousin's birthday party, and all the kids have collapsed in bed from exhaustion and all that's left to do is to chill by the indoor pool at 10:30 p.m. with nobody around kind of vibe. Does that make sense? Is this a relatable analogy? I have no idea. What I'm trying to say is, the manner in which the levels tackle the hurdles of creating low-vibe locales, run rampant with chaotic little creatures, or not, is worthy of decimating any potential extrinsic issues crowding about. A glorious pirates-filled Pirates Isle Bay beaching all over the place is a wonderful encapsulation of this feeling, alongside the just flat-out beachside vista. Blue Baboon, I think? Question mark? It's literally just a beach. However, don't get me wrong, by using these two levels, it may appear that when I say low vibe locale, I'm simply talking about your beachside vistas and the sort. But no. I mean, I'm a Midwestern baby, so of course I'm not just referring to the hot, boring places, no siree. The lowest of chill vibe locales for me are the cold ones. For example, take a look at Enter the Monkey, the mountaintop dojo level. It looks like the perfect sweater weather. And on top of that, I love the weirdly desolate and foggy mountaintop vibe. And then look at Port City. Sure, it looks like springtime, but it also has this weird post-mass flooding apocalyptic feeling. Don't get me wrong, I know that it's intended to be based on Venice and the famous waters that flow throughout the city, but with the endlessly distant stretches of water seen going outside the skybox, the gates shrouded in a foggy, mysterious mist, the completely vacant homes, I don't know, it just gives me some of that Kirby 64 Shiverstar Nuclear Winter vibes. Speaking of winter, I love the snow. The dreary, bleak vibes that come along with the corporate cash cow's Christmas season can't come soon enough. So I'd be an utter hack if I didn't care to mention that Ape Escape 2 also features some of what I think are the pinnacle of winter snowy levels all across gaming. Yes, even beating that one fucking mountain from Super Mario 64, and competing toe-to-toe with Final Fantasy VII's snowboard minigame in terms of raw, picturesque, winter-esque beauty. Heh, toe-to-toe though. I mean, look at that crust. Snowball Mountain is the Christmas level to end all Christmas levels. It even features a Santa you can murder for the complete Tim Allen experience. And then, my personal favorite across the entire game, Land of the Apes. It's a horrid name, but it's a good level, let me tell ya. Now, for the levels mentioned before, I wouldn't dispute anybody's claims that I have a nostalgia-fueled rose tint firing hyper beam style straight into my corneas, in that they aren't compelling level design at all and they just fucking suck. However, I would stand my ground for Land of the Apes. This level is just beautiful. Look at this shit. Like I said before, it's winter-esque, picturesque beauty. This PS2-esque static summit-filled skybox, these mountains, these fucking little penguin pin deuterinos just giving off uncontainable little man energy. Just, mate, I love it all. Pure Arctic serenity, somehow bottled and injected straight into my bloodstream. I mean, they even have a fucking Jumping Flash reference in this level. Fucking Jumping Flash! If you couldn't tell, I just utterly adore this level. Sometimes after a long day, I will actually just envision myself upon this mountain. This onsen. No visible worries, no stupid bills. Just breathing in the brisk frozen air amidst the hot steam of a hella chillin' hot spring. Also, how can all your worries not melt away in this level when you have monkeys such as Speak No Evil and Hear No Evil and Smell No Evil rubbing their tiddly bits? Okay, maybe not everything is serene and perfect, but can't all be winners. Although I love the levels, they aren't the main draw of the game to me, just a small sliver. The biggest aspect that pulls me in is without a doubt the unobscuredly blatant personality plaguing every inch of every corner of every fucking nook's cranny's granny of this game. The personality dripping from every orifice is just visceral. I'm not sure of any other way to describe it. Just as with the evils of prior, each individual monkey for capture possesses a cute little description, built-in stats menu, and a unique name. Fuck me, dude, that's adorable! Oh my god. Is that Johnny? Get the fuck back here, you little shit. Characters themselves are great too. They each have that classic 2000s shonen 4Kids anime dubism about them, which can probably definitely be attributed to the fact that they just brought in the 4Kids Pokemon crew for the English dub. I mean, everyone's here. We got Ash, Oak, Misty, and of course, Yugi from the best Pokemon game, Digimon. And you thought I wasn't a real fan, Derek. Jimmy's our main character here, and he's an utter little bean of a boy. Your prototypical dorky yet fearless do-gooder who will do anything to save the day, as long as it involves naked monkeys. He's sweet. I dig him. This can probably be fully attributed to the fact that it is literally no different from Veronica Taylor's Ash voice, but I don't care. It's great. I love it. That ditzy yet hopeful performance is just delightful, no matter how many times across how many characters I've heard it. And there's Natalie, who essentially serves as your mailing to snake foil. She is, well, okay, I also just adore her, because I mean, she's voiced by the late superb Rachel Lillis, and is again just literally Misty. Honestly, I'm a bit shocked that they managed to get by with this. The dynamic between Jimmy and Natalie is so similar to that of Ash and Misty. I'm surprised Nintendo didn't just fucking dispatch their cease and desist ninjas upon them, wreaking havoc in the Japan studio offices. Honestly, the rest of the cast also follows suit. Dynamic, voice performance-wise, the Pokemon derivative. It'd be a bit repetitive to just keep on going through it, especially since I'm a mushy-brained childhood fueled by Pokemon prick, so my argument is surface-level superficial. It doesn't go much further than, I like the Pokemon. Pikachu is my friend. But in mentioning the characters and characterizationalizationification, it would be wrong not to at least mention the group of nobody baddies that you face off with in the game. The Freaky Five. God damn, man, you know, people got paid for that. Sure, I won't lie, these 5 boss fellows are just as lame as their name implies, but I utterly dig them for it. Is there even much to say about them? They're like Dead Cell from that one nobody-directed mecha military game. If all the members bore a distinct aura of that scuffed, mall kiosk Pikachu. Good. So many chins.
Don't believe it. Kojima is God. Kojima is God. Cuz.
In fact, Blue Monkey McGee here is literally just the MGS2 Fat Man fight. Just, you know, with, no bombs and rollerblades, or the bomb suit, the whole Fat Man gimmick. But he's got a unicycle. That's gonna count for something, right? Then we got Smart Monkey Boy here, that is basically rip-off Robot Eggman. The pro wrestling red monkey that RKO's literal T-Rexes on the regular, and Pink Monkey, who, she sings. And how could I forget about the fucking funky monkey golden monstrosity? They each blow, they each suck, and they each fuck. It is amazing. Not to say the actual boss fighting gimmicks themselves are anything gimmickly uniquely breathtaking, however. They're just your standard use specific gadget in order to slap them in their monkey face affair. But again, as I stated before, they needn't be. It is the personality that is at the core that makes them so great. That, and I mean, look at this fucking thing. It's horrifying. Who wouldn't want to smash this to utter bits? Ape Escape 2 was developed in-house by Sony Computer Entertainment themselves, amongst the treasure trove of imaginative, creative designs within Japan Studio. Parappa, Dokodemo, Siren, Gravity Rush, you've no doubt encountered the studio's output in some facet or another. They seemingly dip their holy hands into every aspect of experimental, acid-punky game design possible, and it was truly something wholly special. Sadly, absorbed, merged, corporate murder, whatever term you prefer, was the fate that befell these lovely devs, as Sony did away with them in the year 2021 for X law reason. Of course, the individual creatives would continue to develop outside the studio, with many moving past to work on more fantastic projects, but unsurprisingly, I would have liked to continue to see more games from these devs together, fully funded under one roof, put out on the scale of Sony's egregiously piled cavernous money pit. I like the quality jank they spouted, and just as with every other individual who has interacted with one of their games, they stuck with me, and I wish more could have come out of such a wondrous studio's headspace. Like, fuck man, I just wanted Pet and TV too. Right, sad shit out of the way. Let's get back to the monkey game. However, I'm actually gonna complain a little bit because it wouldn't be fair to list this game as perfect and not outline the one big caveat I have with it, which is mostly just the final level. It falls quite flat. Like no other game before nor after, this game ends on the moon, where it suddenly becomes a pacing nightmare. Long, drawn-out, slow platforming sections, desolate pits, and everyone's favorite. Gimmick that isn't fun the first time, and certainly isn't by the 358th time. Like, I'm specifically and basically only talking about this fucking magnet gadget, mate. And the clunky metal walls you have to wall ride to the next platform, where you wait then for another clunky metal wall, so that you can ride another clunky metal wall, and just, actual bane of my existence. Like, look at this shit. It's evil, I tell you. Then you have the climax against the evil monkey himself, Spectre, and like, the boss fight is also just dummy-dumb long and not that fun. And actually, now that I think about it, the boss fight is literally just all the elements I don't like that were spread out across the level, compounded into one atrocious hellspawn of a boss fight. It's long, drawn out, features desolate pits, and this fucking magnet. And then the game abruptly ends with you capturing Spectre. That's it. Roll credits. Well, okay. Technically, I don't think this is quite where the game ends, as I think there lies an even truer, final, secret ending, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker style, upon capturing every single monkey and then recapturing Spectre, who escaped mere moments after the end of the game. But I don't know, because I've never actually gotten every monkey captured. Sure, with a guide it would probably be a piece of cake, but I mean, that's no fun, is it? And plus, despite how many times I play this game, I've never just been driven to get all the monkeys past the ending. I'm happy with that ending cliffhanger. Spectre continuing to wreak havoc on the world, and me, who will always be there to chase after him. I don't know, it's kind of nice knowing that I always have an escape. A mindless, passionate, dumb fun time waiting for me. So yeah, Ape Escape 2 is hella rad, and don't let any individual dissuade you from that cold, hard truth.
Fucking Eurogamer.